Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and outstanding sponsors who make this live presentation possible. I'm Jim McCoy. Along with me on the camera is Taylor Franklin. We're coming to you live from Lithia and Driveway Field number 10 in Medford, Oregon, and we want to thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the Lithia Superstore pregame show, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon and featuring the Portland Community College Panthers versus the home squad, the Rogue Community College Ospreys. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with Rogue Community College and our business partners. Joe Brett is the executive producer for this event. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. Please help Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel. On YouTube, search Table Rock Sports and click on the red subscribe button. And thank you if you already have. Today we have a couple of teams in a very tight South region race in the Northwest Athletic Conference. Coming into today's action in the South region, the Ospreys in third place in spite of the fact that they have not won a league match thus far. They come in with an overall record of 2 wins, 3 losses, and 4 draws on the season. All 4 of those draws come in conference play. As for the Panthers right there with the Rogue, right there in the conference standings with 4 points overall in the season. They have a win, 2 losses, and a draw. Overall, a record of 1-3-2. The last time these teams played, about 3 Fridays ago, on a windy day up in the Portland area, the 2 teams played to a scoreless draw. So today, both teams going to see if they can't do what they can to advance their cause. Presently looking at the South region standings, Lane Community College, who has just as a blemish on the record, if you want to call it that, have 2 draws on the season. Both of them have come in matches against the Ospreys. They're at 3-0-2 and have 11 points on the season. Southwest Oregon just behind them with 10 on the season with their conference record of 3-1-1. And then you drop off just a little bit to Rogue Community College and PCC right there in the standings, and then bringing up the rear is Chemeketa. And I guess one of the words that really comes to mind when we think about what this season has presented us so far on the soccer season is that parity. Lots of parity in this league this year, in that Chemeketa last year, you may recall, took first place. Ospreys in second, ended up making a historic run into the Final Four at the NWAC Championship Tournament. What we'll go ahead and do right now, we're just moments away from the start of the match. Let's take opportunity to recognize some of our sponsors. You're following along with NWAC Men's Soccer Action here on TableRockSports.net.
New phone?
Yeah, with US Cellular, I got to pick any phone that I wanted for free. And I was already a customer.
Any brand? With any size?
I got exactly what I wanted. It was great to have so many different options.
New and current customers can get any phone from any brand free, only at US Cellular.
New and current customers get any phone free at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive authorized agent for US Cellular. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
Back here at Lithia Driveway Fields, number 10, getting ready for the match between the Panthers and Ospreys. Let's go ahead and meet the starting lineup. First for the visiting Panthers, at goalkeeper will be number 0, Matthew McKeedy. He'll be joined on the back line by Sebastian Meyer, Jose Romero, Bailey Hill, and Jeremy Raveo. Midfielders, Josue Dolores, Syed Busaid, along with Tommy Urban, Alex Martin, Isaac Araguin, and Ryan Abu Mariu. Now for the starting lineup for the Ospreys, at goalkeeper, Giovanni Rodriguez. Back line for him will be left back Albert Barrias, center back Sam Edwards and Francisco Chino Barboa. Right back is Matthew Angel. At the midfield spots, out of Florida, Jonathan Herrera, along with his brother Isaac. And then they'll be joined by center attacking mid, Brandon Mendez. The wings are Victor Martinez and Johnny McCoy. And at striker will be Theo Bergman out of Hidden Valley. Glad to be here with you this afternoon. This is going to be quite a match. See what a little bit different conditions bring for us today. Last time these two teams hooked up, it was a windy day up in the Portland area and gusty enough that it made it quite difficult for teams to really put much of anything on the board. Today here, just as we get ready for the match, checking out the weather conditions at game time, you'll kind of see this mixture of cloud and sun today. Right now at match time, 74 degrees in Medford. The forecasted high, by the time the match ends, we may be up to about 76. So we see both teams coming out on the field. They'll do the international style walkout with the teams in single file lines. Very similar color schemes for both schools. The Ospreys will be wearing their white uniforms today with blue numerals. And then you have the opposite for the Panthers, who will come out with blue uniforms and white numerals. The starters will go ahead and fan out, lining up side by side. Both teams eager to get some separation from each other in those third and fourth spots. Panthers coached by Oscar Montablanco. Appreciate him sending us the starting lineups. He's assisted by Mike Wall and Alejandro Herrera. The Ospreys coached by Greg Millett, assisted by Gavin Wilmot, one of his former players who went on to play at OIT for a time, and now that his collegiate career is over, he's back and helping out with the coaching staff. The Panthers will be moving from right to left from where we stand. I think right now at this point I'm going to go ahead and remove that scoreboard, give you a little bit more view of the field, and we'll of course bring that up at key points in time, and then also we'll follow the action, and we'll keep a clock display here. One of the nice things about playing on this field is that that we do have an operating scoreboard, which is not something you necessarily get on all the fields here at US South. You kind of left guessing just a little bit. Maybe what I'll do for the time being is, let's see, we'll move that to the lower right. There we go. That way you get a good field view, and really don't need that view of the sidelines. So there, we get the best of both worlds. So the Ospreys come out of their huddle, getting ready to assemble at midfield, making his first start of the season at striker, Hidden Valley product Theo Bergman. They'll move Victor Martinez over to the left wing. Johnny McCoy making a start on the right. The Ospreys with lots of depth on the team, and we expect that during the course of the match we will see our fair share of Randy Martinez and Bryce McCole. Also maybe a little bit of Gabe Dyer, who had a nice-looking goal when we had our last broadcast against Chemeketa. Running it down the sideline, Jose Romero. Be a corner kick for the Ospreys. We were talking about the gusty winds about 3 weeks ago, and we've got some gusty winds going here right now. Actually, that's not going to be a corner kick, but it will be a throw. They'll throw it in, looking in the direction of McCoy. It is taken by Sebastian Meyer. Down over in the other corner, Matthew Angel with the throw, wearing number 25 for the Ospreys. Little exchange, looking inside. Martinez over there, but it is broken up by the Panthers. Going to try attacking run up the right side. Sam Edwards, one of the Osprey center backs, chasing it down, getting a noggin on it. Got just a wee little bit of a late start there on that clock, but it'll at least get you in the ballpark in terms of where we're knowing where we're at for the half. Ospreys, Edwards trying to clear it. Ball ends up out of bounds. He was looking in the direction there of Brandon Mendez. Panthers looking to switch fields. Bailey Hill now for Jeremy Ravello. Edwards gets a boot on it. Over the street it goes and out of bounds. And I'll keep everybody moving around. So officially, we're about 2.5 minutes into the match. And of course, on our display clock, it's showing about 1:08. Maybe we'll get some stoppage. I'll try to bring that up to date. Getting set for the throw, Tommy Urban. But taken away by the Ospreys. Work it for Jonathan Herrera. So we have two Herreras in the lineup, both out of Florida. Jonathan wearing 13, Isaac 14, both midfielders. Switch fields here. Angel gets on it. McCoy's going to run on it. Little one-touch pass. Upfield it goes. McCoy in a foot race, going to try to run it down. He gets to it. He's going to go ahead and go up the right sideline. You can tell he's looking for a cross, but good defense there by the Panthers. with the clear Meyer. So both these teams really getting after it here in the first half. Okay, so resetting the clock didn't quite work. But what we can tell you, we're 4 minutes into the match. Scoreless draw so far. Trying to work it up the right side to Bergman. Out of the corner, broken up by Ravello and the Panthers, but the Ospreys get it back. But I like the intensity that I've seen so far. Sometimes you just kind of see where both teams just look like a couple of wrestlers in the ring sizing each other up. Both these teams looking like they want to try to put something on the board early. Gio Rodriguez, goalkeeper, up to Mendez. He'll boot it back for Edwards, and that ends up out of bounds. We'll kind of blame that errant kick on the wind. Like I said, there's a decent little breeze blowing up here in the first half that on the long through balls may provide a challenge. We'll probably get a look here shortly to see how that's going to go. Coming away, Bergman. Bergman, upfield to Martinez. Victor. Some contact there. Official sees it. He'll call it. Victor with the free kick. Now Edwards, freshman out of South Medford, on the comeback trail from serious knee injury in high school. Down it goes to McCoy. McCoy going to try to run up on it. Taps it, looking inside. Goalkeeper there. And McKeady wraps his arms around it. And Panthers now on the move. Kick up the line, a little bit long. Over the touchline it goes. Edwards with the inbound. They'll go ahead and switch fields. Well, it looked like for a moment, but Gio has it now. Jonathan Herrera. Usually you can tell which one's which because Jonathan wears the glasses. Chino, Barbosa, upfield it goes. He finds Bergman. Bergman. One thing you got to like about him is with that height, he gives you a nice target striker on an Ospreys roster that doesn't necessarily have a ton of height. Bergman with the ball. Can't control it. Broken up by Romero. Panther throw. Ryan Abu Marjab with the throw. He's wearing number 9. Running and chasing it down is Bergman. He ended up overrunning as it just, sometimes those balls just take a really funky hop on this artificial surface. Edwards taps on it. Martin trying to work it upfield. Ball out of bounds. It'll look like it'll be a Panther throw. And again, these teams with similar colors. It's the Panthers wearing the road blues, the Ospreys and their home whites. Meyer getting ready for the throw in. Works it in, breaking it up as McCoy. Big pop up. Almost wondered there for a moment they did need the infield fly rule. That thing hung up there for a while. Panthers with the throw in. There to break it up, Chino kicks it. Angled for the sidelines. Meyer with the throw into Doucette. Angel with the throw. Now to McCoy. You could tell he was looking for Jonathan there, and he wasn't there. Now they boot the ball loose. McKeedy way off his line to come up and run up on that. Now Bergman going to try to run it down over on the far sideline. Bergman. Their little foot race with Bailey Hill. Now it's Martinez. He's going to shoot it. And it's wide of the mark. It'll be a goal kick for the Panthers. 9.5 minutes into the match. Scoreless draw. Meyer going to try to run it down. Angel, Eagle Point product there with him. Work to the middle of the field. Edwards there, booted around. Mendez gets a foot on it. Now here comes a little battle between Bergman and Jose Romero, wearing number 4 for the Panthers. So a very active match so far between the two teams. Ball cleared away by Rogue. It'll end up, if you're a Panthers fan, harmlessly landing in the arms of McKeedy. He'll serve it back into play. Chino there with it. Baria's going to run it down. But Marjoub with it. Little foot race to the goal. It'll go out of bounds. And it'll be a goal kick for Rogue. Up the sideline it goes. Tap from Isaac Hernandez, just a little bit light. Panthers steal it away. Get a shot over the net. And now it'll be Osprey ball. Mendez swinging it for Angel. Now to Bergman. Good defensive numbers for the Panthers against the Osprey attack. So with that, Rogue's going to settle it. Now a big kick downfield. Only person there close to it is Urban. Kicking it out of play, Jeremy Ravello, the 6'4" defender out of Glencoe High School. He'll boot that one out of play. Looking for an Osprey throw. Substitution in the ball game. Coming out will be Hill. Into the ball game, Edwin DeJesus from North Marion High School from Woodburn, Oregon. Still chasing that down. If you can imagine, on the other side of this fence, there's an embankment, then a little road for people to drive through to the other fields in the park. And then on the other side of that are the banks of the Bear Creek. Inbound, Barton gets a foot on it. Back there for the Ospreys is Mendez. So at least initially it would seem that possession is tending to favor the Ospreys. Chino Burboa, number 4 for the Ospreys. Over for Angel, who's the outside back. Mendez. Seeing nothing, now thinking about working it right. McCoy comes up for it. He gets a quick one touch on it. Works it back as the man's on for the Panthers. Now a deep kick way downfield. Martinez going to try to run up on it. He gets there. Out of the corner he goes, tries to cross it over. And it is broken up by the Portland defense. Herrera, that broken up, but Herrera's there to try to fight and win it back. Good fight for the ball. Now Martinez going to try to run it down as he gets in a little foot race. Foot race there between Romero and Martinez. And they say that Victor touched it last. So it'll be a throw in for the Panthers. Inbound, Barias trying to take it away. With Said there. Now McCoy going to try to run it down. Quick pass to Mendez. He'll survey the field. Lots of numbers back defensively. Isaac Herrera there. Bergman going to try to run up on it. However, they're coming up off his line. McKeady. Now you'll field for Romero. Over to the far sideline it goes. I believe that's Urban over there. Now Busset. Back it goes, running up on it. Giovanni Rodriguez out of Eagle Point. He'll work it right side. Sees Herrera, Isaac Herrera that is. Jumping up in front of it, Lazaro. Actually, that's Isaac Araguin. One of the things I've discovered the hard way this morning, I'm sure glad that Coach gave me the roster, because the roster that they have at the NWAC website is outdated. So when all else fails, you take the information that you have right there from the coach who gave it to you this morning and you go with that. Sebastian Meyer will go ahead and take care of the throw in for Portland. Lusaid now taken away by the Ospreys. Isaac Hernandez there. Up the field he goes, looking for Martinez, but broken up by Martin. Josue Dolores, number 13 for Portland, in there with a touch on it. And again, Araguin wearing 21. Angel there. Ends up sliding to the turf. Barias with the takeaway. Upfield it goes for Martinez. Martinez looking for runners. Bergman there. Back it'll go to Barias. And it is taken by, momentarily, by the Panthers before Edwards gets a boot on it and takes it out of bounds. Switch it to the right side. McCoy there, and play on, says the referee. Angel popped up in the air. McCoy trying to run in on it, but Meyer gets there first. Kick over from the left corner. Meyer. His shot over the goal, and out it goes. Coming up on the 19-minute mark here for the first half. Brandon Mendez works at left side. Marias over there, 1-on-2 situation taken away by the Panthers. Romero broken up. Upfield it goes for Bergman. Bergman to McCoy. Feeds it to Bergman. Upfield he goes. 1-on-2 scenario there. Booted out of bounds. Last touch by Portland. McCoy takes the feed. Mendez, back it'll go. You see the Panthers pushing that defensive line high. Breeze here has died down in the last few minutes. Kick up field. McCoy going to try to run down for it, but there, getting ahead on it is Ravello. Now Barria's going to try to chase it down. A little foot race with Urban. Goal kick. For McKeady. Boots it over for Alex Martin. Now to Meyer. Now I'll go in interior for Mo Saeed. Herrera. Didn't catch what the call was there, nonetheless. Infraction called against the Ospreys. Taking it away is Jonathan Herrera, showing his quickness there. Back it goes. Giovanni Rodriguez, who's had a relatively quiet first half. Angel there. Bergman. Mendez now running up on it. Onside is Martinez. There is McKeady. McCoy tries to run in on it for the Rogues. Can't get there in time. Looked like a little push off there. Called against number 17, Saeed. Scoreless draw here in the first half. Free kick for the Ospreys. Mendez tries to work it for Isaac Hernandez. Meyer and Urban back there defensively for the Panthers. Long kick downfield, past everybody. Outside the box, so Gio will use his footwork. Long kick, McCoy trying to run in on it, and Martinez there as well. Now McKeedy there to break it up. Ball loose. Busaid dishes it off. Up the sideline it goes. Urban there for Portland. Up the field. Bergman trying to get in on it. Hernandez runs in on it. Headed downfield. Looking over for McCoy. He'll spin around. He'll try a shot. Batted away there. Nice work by the goalkeeper, Matthew McKeedy. That'll be a corner kick for the Ospreys. Their first of the match. McKeedy setting up his defense. There for the Ospreys. Barrios there, but it is cleared by Portland. Upfield it goes. Abu Marjob. Switch it field now for De Jesus. Araguin there. And we have an offside call against the Panthers. Goal kick. Looks like we got, I believe, hard to tell from here. That's either Randy Rodriguez. Meyer. Getting ahead on it there is Angel. Upfield it goes. Bergman running down on it. Now trying to chase it over toward the sideline. It'll be Osprey throw. McCoy. Nope. Substitution in the match. And actually, that is Zach Olson coming in as a midfielder for Isaac Herrera. Olson, sophomore out of Grants Pass. And he'll be a guy that will see definitely his fair share of minutes for the Ospreys. Conversation going on between Mendez and the official. Whether it's just maybe a little caution about the physicality or that, I'm not sure. McCoy with it. Gets it for Angel. Trying to get a foot on it. There is Ravello. Mendez there. He's tangled up with De Jesus. Now Jonathan Hernandez. Ball loose on the field. Martinez going to work it wide. Barrios, and so they're going to bring it back out and just kind of set things up. 27 minutes plus into the first half. Edwards there. Bergman is a little deep there. And here comes McKeedy. Up the line, Urban. And Barrios there. And with the clear is Giovanni Rodriguez. Call a free kick for the Ospreys. Edwards. Back to his keeper. Try to get a through ball. There is Zach Olson. Olson, kick up the field. Had Martinez and McCoy there, but it is broken up by that Panthers defense. Try to work it upfield for Bergman. He gets a touch on it momentarily. But there with a cast on his arm, I believe that is Alex Martin. Martin upfield. And now Barrios there. Spins into some contact. Now foot race up the field. That it is cleared away by Chino as it gets out of bounds. Big boot upfield. Over the back line it goes. It'll be Giovanni Rodriguez with the goal kick. Switches fields to Berbola. Angel. Now to McCoy. Feeds it for Bergman. Bergman going to try to run up on it. Touch just a little heavy there as McKeedy corrals it and works it for Romero. Really been kind of living in the middle third of the field for this match. Busaid. De Jesus trying to run up on it, but Mendez also there. Maria's going to try to run up on it against the taller De Jesus. Now Bergman to Olsen. Olsen, good ball control there. Looking in the direction of McCoy, but right there is Jeremy Ravello. Olsen. Martinez tries to get there, but also there is Romero. Last touched by the Panthers. We're now at 31 minutes into the first half. 45-minute halves for the match. Our crack weather report warns that there are showers coming from the south. Have to keep our eye up on that. Right now, at the moment, we got a little sun break in here. As the Ospreys clear it out. Theo Bergman going to come out for a well-earned breather. He gets some extended minutes and done a nice job there. I believe that will be Randy Rodriguez going to come into that striker spot. Maybe I should just stop guessing who's coming in from that far sideline. Actually coming in is Gabe Dyer. Dyer, who scored against Chemeketa into the ball game. Now they try to feed inside. Broken up by Jeremy Ravello. Martinez trying to fight for the ball. Meyer. I'm not sure why they call the whistle. I mean, basically you had two teammates falling over each other. Oh, well. No harm, no foul, right? Barrios. I guess that makes the question of who gets the ball rather elementary at that point. Trying to run in on it is Olsen. Meyer there. Looking upfield. We have Chino and Josue Dolores. Yeah, you can just look to our south over in Ashland. It looks like had a few showers there. Olsen taps it. Angel. Mendez off that back line. Rogue doing a pretty solid job of possessing the ball here in the first half. It's just with that Panther defense, finding those seams to get a good, honest-to-goodness shot on goal has been difficult. Angel has the ball now. Working right side. McCoy on the sideline there. Now back to Angel. Angel looking for a cross. Looking in the direction of Martinez. But it is broken up by Martin and that Panther defense. And that pretty much a microcosm of the first half. Coming into the match, Bryce McCole. Also in is Jorge Mejia, wearing number 27. Corner kick. McCole there, tries to get ahead on it. Last Wednesday against Southwestern. Unfortunately, whoever was keeping score over there didn't give him credit for it, but McCole had scored his second goal of the season on a header off of a set piece. And that's one of the nice things that you got to like about having a 6'2 guy there on your front line. Meyer with it. Running back is Matthew Angel. Out of bounds. Looks like it should be a Panther throw from here. But one of the things you can see with all the substitutions is that Greg Millick with some nice depth on this Osprey squad. Whistle blows. Meyer for the throw to Rekhan Abu Marjoub. Running in on it. That was Olsen there. Now to Dyer. Now feed back there, and Mejia couldn't quite get there in time. About 8 minutes left to go in the first half of play. Scoreless draw, which was the result of the last match between these two. Tumbling to the turf, Isaac Araguin. That'll be a free kick. For the Panthers. Where Job with the high kick over the crossbar it goes. Put a good boot on it, just a little high. For almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home, vehicle, or business needs. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass supports our schools and our communities. Dyer with the ball. Works it right side for Angel. Angel trying to control it, and he does. Back to Chino. Long boot upfield. McKeady will take it. Martin. And there's Sam Edwards. Olsen collides with Panther. I believe that's Otterguin. Bosaid. Oh, they're doing a nice job with the reflexes there is Rodriguez. Taken away now is Mejia. Mejia looking upfield. His boot deflected by the Panther defense. Ball rolls around. Last touch. As it rolls over the touchline, there's Angel with the throw for the Ospreys, as we now have a little less than 5 minutes left to go in the first half. Zach Olson trying to work it upfield. Bryce McCole trying to run up on it. Also there is Dyer. Nice way to thread the needle there for Edwards. Dyer looking for McCole. He's good with the header. Can't quite get there and trying to get there. Can't make it in time. For the Ospreys, that was Mejia. See Cody Brinkerhoff, the Utah product, warming up on the sidelines as time winds down on the first half of play. McCole doing battle there with Romero. Now Rodriguez with it, looking for Angel. He's there. Looking middle. You tell he was looking for Dyer there. Couldn't quite get there. Now a takeaway by Jonathan Herrera. Up it goes. Trying to spin around. Otterguin. Now foot race down the sideline. Otterguin there. Also Barrios. Oh, dangerous opportunity there. No goal, the call. Now Meyer slips Angel. Edwards for Olsen. Olsen gets tangled up momentarily with the Panther player. Now McCole. Frenetic action here to end the first half. McCole puts a chest on it. Say he was over the touchline, and now with less than 2 minutes left to go in the half, it'll be Urban with the throw for Portland. Ospreys. There's Barrios. Barrios up the center. looking in the direction of Mejia. But Portland doing a good job of really thwarting that counterattack by RCC. Martin will switch fields over for Ravello. He was looking over there for Otterguin, and that did not materialize. Chino up the field. Dyer spins. Now Olsen. Now we're into stoppage, which I don't imagine there's going to be much, as we had no issues with injuries. Maybe just some delays caused by the ball sailing out of the park, but otherwise, been a relatively clean first half. No cards issued. In stoppage, Gio Rodriguez. Save percentage over 80% on the season. Takeaway by Araguin. Works it in for number 7. That's Kevin Gonzalez. Gonzalez. Clearing it away. Good job there by Edwards. Edwards. Now for Abu Marjo. And the whistle sounds, and that will end the first half of play. The score at the half is the same as it was at the beginning. At halftime, it's the Ospreys 0 and the Panthers 0. We'll pause for messages, and then we'll be back with the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report. That will follow these messages right here on TableRockSports.net.
Game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great. And we need you to know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one.
Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Don't yell at the refs. They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role.
So what do you do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first-name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do, and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Fuel up for your race day adventures with Pinnacle 365. Pit for your early morning caffeine fix to help you get off to a good start and be rewarded with free motivation. Stay hydrated as you ride into Turn 2. And if fountain drinks are your thing, get your 6th free. Add Crunch to your lunch as you head into Turn 3. Fuel up for the remainder of the race with your Peak Rewards app and save at least 16 cents a gallon. Your daily journey to the winner's circle starts at Pinnacle 365.
Yes. You're welcome. Bye.
Game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great. And we need you to know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one.
Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Don't yell at the refs. They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role.
So what do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Today's halftime report is brought to you by the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. The Fall Recreation Guide is out. And did you know it's full of classes and activities for our friends 55 and older? Visit playmedford.com or call 774-2400. Again, that's 774-2400 to find out more. Though there's no score on the board, it has been a fun first half to call. Lots of frenetic back and forth action, but not a lot of shots on goal for the first half of today's ball game between Portland and Rogue. Mentioned coming into the match that in the South Regional standings right now, by virtue of only one loss and 4 draws, Rogue currently sitting in 3rd place. And just right behind him, Portland, who does have a win on the season, but they have a pair of losses, and so they're in a virtual deadlock here trying to gain on Lane Community College, the Titans, who played to a scoreless draw against the Ospreys on Saturday. They currently sit in first with 11 points on the season. And then it's Southwest Oregon in second with 10 points on the basis of their conference record of 3 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw. Coming up on the schedule for the Ospreys, they will be off this weekend. Their next action will go against Chemeketa, and that will be up in Salem. That match will be coming up on Wednesday of next week. It'll be a road match for the Ospreys. Our next stream here on Table Rock Sports of the Ospreys will come a week from Saturday. So looking forward to bringing you that. And right now, very tight. We were talking earlier in the pregame. Lots of parity in that South region right now as you just look at how the matches have played out for Lane, Southwest Oregon, Rogue, Portland, and Chemeketa. And even though Chemeketa doesn't have a win to their credit on the season either, they're still, say for example, in Rogue's case, they've got, including this one, 7 matches left on the schedule. So there's plenty of time to try to make something happen here. It just seems like really what they're just trying to do right now is maybe get that magic combination that will end up putting shots in the back of the net. I think this is where you realize the value of what the Ospreys had last year or the last couple of seasons with Joel Sarad and the 20 goals that he scored last year. Pretty even distribution among a handful of players for Rogue this season. Leading the way, Oscar Martinez with 3 goals on the season, the freshman out of Phoenix. Right behind him, Bryce McCole, who came back to Rogue after a year at Southern Oregon University this last year. He has 2 on the season. Then you have a distribution. Isaac Herrera has a goal on the season. Gabe Dyer. Johnny McCoy got 1 in a match up in the Spokane match in the preseason schedule. So plenty of guys who can score, just needing somebody who can go ahead and see if they can't maybe say, when the pressure's down, when the chips are down, I'm that guy. Anyway, what we'll do right now is we'll pause for messages, recognize all those fine businesses that help make our video stream possible. Great sponsors keep the games coming to you, including Conger Morris Funeral Directors, with a full range of planning and hometown heartfelt help through a difficult process. And by Travel Medford and Sport Ground, where the West Coast comes to play. We have at least about another 5 minutes left to go in the intermission. We'll take a timeout, and when we return, we'll get ready for the start of the second half. It's the Ospreys of Rogue Community College against the Panthers of Portland Community College. We've got more coming up after this.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
What do you do when you get into a car accident and want to know your rights? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Thanks to our sponsors for powering our live collegiate athletics streams. That includes our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore Jeep Dodge Chrysler. Visit lithiasuperstore.com to find your next ride. And also, thank you to our presenting sponsor, Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon, with 7 locations to serve you. At halftime, wind continues to blow. Just to our left, we have an American flag that has been flying proudly today and kind of reminding us that it is a little bit windy out here today. I'm sure that's played a little bit of havoc with some of the long through balls. Be interesting to see what the next 45 minutes of soccer will bring. Both teams have had a couple of opportunities. I don't know that I would necessarily say that it would be a super busy first half for either goalie, but both teams have had a couple of looks at the net, but have been unable to convert so far. Yeah, certainly I think that after some struggles early in the season, it seems like the Ospreys are now dialed in with that back line. Sam Edwards back there. along with some real competitors like Chino Berboa and Albert Barrios, Matthew Angel looking good over on that right side. And then they've got guys that have started and have given the Ospreys some good minutes in terms of Reese Fletcher and some of the others. But right now it's just a matter of seeing if they can't go. I mean, 1 point is better than no points, but at this point, to try to see if they can't try to gain some ground on the guys at the top, Rogue and Portland both would love nothing more to maybe make things interesting here in the second half. Make sure that a visit to Tap Rock Northwest Bar and Grill on the banks of the Rogue River is included on your next trip to Grants Pass. First-class food and a new menu awaits you. The gem of the Thomason Hospitality Group, Tap Rock. Also, today's game is brought to you in part by Avista Utilities and our friends from Pinnacle 365. Download the Peak Rewards app to earn free fountain drinks and coffee. A couple of moments away from the start of the second half. Let's take this opportunity to get some spots in, say thank you to our sponsors, and then we'll be right back.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Getting ready for the start of the second half. Both squads on the field. Here we go. Ospreys moving right to left here in the second half. Looking like they'll go with the same 11 that they finished the first half with. Mejia. Cross over the direction of McCall. And Bryce for a moment there, just a little bit more to the left, and he would have put one into the side netting. But not to be as McKeady gets ready to fire away the goal kick. You can hear Giovanni Rodriguez shouting encouragement to his teammates. See Bergman back in the match. So he's in. I believe he would have subbed in for Dyer. Bergman fighting for it. Gives the Ospreys a little bit of physicality. Martinez feeds it to the side up to Angel. Looking for Mejia, but it is taken away. Play on, says the ref. To the chagrin of a couple of folks there on the Panther bench. Be a Panther throw-in. Arguin trying to run it down, but there first is Mejia for the Ospreys. Try to work at center. And that'll roll down toward Gio Rodriguez. Mendez looking downfield. Instead, opts for the short game. Edwards, now he's going to lay into it. But there to meet it is Bailey Hill, who's back in the match. Hill, one of those center backs for the Panthers. Up the left side it goes. And I mentioned some of the challenges we had with the roster. We don't have a 24 on the roster, so my apologies to the fans and family of number 24 for the Portland Community College Panthers. Mendez lays into it with the left foot. Mejia looking to try to run up there, but McKeady there to clear it. There's Barrios. Chino Barboa switches field. Bryce McColl, product of Delphian School, originally from New York. Mendez, nice boot there. Foot race. And McKeady right there. Excellent concentration on the ball to dodge danger for the Panthers. Inbound, Jonathan Herrera over there. And working inside Martinez. Martinez feeds it for McColl. McColl's going to run up on it. Tackle in the box there by Romero. Panther defense getting tested, and so far true to that test. Goal kick for McKeady and Portland Community College. So here in the first 5 minutes of the half, Rogue trying to play with purpose here. McColl tries to dump it off, looking for Mejia. Tapped away. Barrios trying to fight for it. There in on it is Urban. Now for McColl. McColl looked like he was trying just to do a little pass over there for Martinez. Play did not materialize for the Ospreys. But Rogue doing a good job of winning balls, unlike I think I've seen in any match prior, and I've seen more than a few of them this season. We're looking for more aggressiveness from this team. I think we're seeing more of it today. I think they're tired of ties. Running in on is Mejia, and now there to clear it is Edwards. Up the field he goes for Martinez. Those two teammates on some of those Rogue Valley Timber teams from back in the day. Now trying to run it down, Bergman. Theo, a freshman from Hidden Valley High School. They've had some good, strong 4A Skyline teams over the years. Mejia trying to chase it down, and looks like we're going to have a corner kick. Usually on that side you're going to see a left footer. If it's not Johnny McCoy, then you'll often see Brandon Mendez, who's got a good, strong left foot. Nice kick. Ball loose, man down. But there's Bryce McCole with it. Arguin runs up on it for Portland. He's looking middle. Kind of a dangerous spot there, but Rodriguez played that well to get it to Mendez. Over that line, he can't touch it, but he put a chest on that ball and then got it away. Mendez looking right side. Matthew Angel over there. Mendez now long kick way upfield. Mejia going to go ahead and try to run up on it. He's over there on the right wing, looking middle, controlling it, trying to create something there. Meyer breaks it up. Ball loose. Urban there. He'll boot it back. Romero and Edwards getting his hands there in the back of the Panther. Will be called for the foul. Jose Romero, 5'11" defender out of Madras High School, so Central Oregon guy. He'll switch fields over for Alex Martin. Martin looking deep downfield. Verboa is going to let that one roll by, and it'll be a goal kick. Jonathan Herrera with a quick one-touch. Trying to draw those guys up, see if he can't. But there it is, taken away. And again, our man of mystery, number 24 with it, Arguin. Now a foot race down in the corner. And it is taken away. McCole there. McCole on the left wing. Urban with the throw for Portland. Arguin. I don't know about that one. Or at least, at the very least, it seemed like that whistle was just a wee tad late. But you know what? They didn't ask for my opinion, so it does not matter. It is Romero for Portland with the free kick. Set pieces at times have been troublesome for the Ospreys. Try to work it middle, but there to deflect it away. Looked like Chino Berboa there. Martinez going to try to run up on it. Not many who can beat him in a foot race. Man, he keeps going with the ball, looking to center it. But nobody there in time for the Ospreys. McCole. Little slide tackle there. Gets a boot on it. They'll go to Portland with Urban, ready to throw it in. Barrios. Down in the corner it goes. Kevin Gonzalez there with him. Gonzalez out of Beaverton High School. Big boot upfield. Back to McKeady. There to try to meet it is Mejia. This is the first real good look we've gotten at him so far this season. Mendez taps it. Ravello there for Portland. Dishes off looking for Meyer. Rodriguez calls for it. Now Mendez. Upfield it goes. Jonathan Herrera. A little push there, not called. I'd say for the most part, the officials have let the players play today. Play on. Case in point. They've allowed some contact, and I don't know that you would necessarily say that they've let too much go. There a little push from Jonathan Herrera. Yeah, it looks like we've got a yellow card shown for Coach Monteblanco. Apparently the official deciding I've heard just more than I want to from you. Brings back some memories of an incident that happened in the Ospreys match last week that I won't discuss any further. But in this case, I think the coach has made his point, the official has made his point. Cleared away. Martinez runs up on it. Running hard upfield. There's Bryce McCole. McCole looking to cross it. They're trying to control it. Mejia! And McKeady there with the save. A little excitement here in the second half. Call goes against the Ospreys. Against the Panthers. Sixteenth minute here of the second half. Score, once again, not indicative of the action on the field. Martin with a little conversation with the official. Now a free kick. Burboa, nice deep kick. But well played by McKeady. Now we have the mysterious number 24 working his way up the far sideline. Play back there in the box. Couple of anxious moments there. Gino having a challenge trying to keep up with Gonzalez. Now a couple of substitutions in the ball game for Portland. Looks like Bosaid back in the match. And also in, wearing number 18, Michael Freeman. Kick down toward the net. And the official motioning toward the bench. And a red card. Well, here we go. We've seen that movie before. If you happen to watch the stream of the Southwestern game last week, now it looks like, and this is where you just have to kind of watch, apparently there is a player being sent off. Well, we don't see anybody leaving yet, and that's going to be the surest sign that somebody's out. Now, if it's a red card from the bench, then you don't lose a player. Now, if it were a player on the pitch, then Portland would be a man down. Long feed downfield. Berea's going to try to run up on it. Urban also there. Berea's trying to cross it. Breaking it up is Martin. Berea's, Urban, fighting a good man-on-man battle there, and good call there. Berea's tying up a Panther player. Portland up the sideline. Angel. Little foot race back there also is Chino. And that'll be a corner kick. Meyer feeds it back to 24. There's Bergman. Bergman going to clear it, get out of harm's way. Clearance by Chino. McCole off the feed from Bergman. Taps it back. Ravello. Now Chino going to chase it down. Goal kick, Rogue. Francisco Burboa wearing number 4. Mainstay for that Ospreys defense. Up the field it goes for Mejia. Taken away, though, by Portland. Said. Foul called against Rogue. It'll be a free kick for Portland. It'll be Martin wearing that cast on his left arm, handling the free kick. Trying to get a noggin on it there is Saeed Boussaid. Goes over the crossbar. It'll be a free kick for the Ospreys. We'll have a substitution coming in the game. Coming out, Victor Martinez. Back into the match, Isaac Herrera. Looks also like we've got Mickey Redondo out of Eagle Point into the match. Freshman that some of the local folks know was a pretty darn good basketball player too. Taking a tumble over the ball is Mendez. Mendez shakes it off. Looks like we have Cody Brinkerhoff warming up on the Osprey sideline. Deep kick. And they're running up on it. Is Jonathan Herrera. Over to Isaac. Isaac over in the corner. Cross. Meyer there with it. It's taken away by Redondo. Like he was trying to dish it off for Mejia. Just too much of kind of a funny angle, really, to try to get on a shot opportunity off. No foul called there. Barrios. Now to Bryce McCall. Back it goes. Sam Edwards looking toward the sideline. Angel, it's just really in just kind of a funky spot where you can't really do much with it. Araguin. They'll work it over center to the field. Now to Urban on this side. Running it down. Sam. Okay, we're back. Looked like we might have had a little bit of bandwidth trouble there for a moment, but we're back up for you. Our apologies for the technical difficulty. Make it Redondo. Firing in the direction of the goal. Rodriguez trying to call for the free kick. Into the 28th minute here of the second half. Stream just kind of froze up here for a little bit, but we're back in action. And again, you've missed no scoring if you've been following along today. Scoreless tie. Rogue trying to knock on the door here. But Portland giving nothing away. Edwards clears it, but it goes out of bounds. Osprey's trying to clear it out. Lots of traffic around that ball. Mejia there trying to get a foot on it. Over in the corner, Barrios. And it is taken away by Arguin. Arguin. You can see the Panther bench pleading for a call that they're not going to get. Arguin working at middle. There's Martin. Angel, though, getting a boot on it. Ball in the net, and the Rogues score. The Rogue Ospreys get off the schneid here. End of the match is 75th minute. Was taking care of some engineering over here. Taylor, was that Randy? Okay, Randy Rodriguez, his second goal of the season. Thank you, Taylor. So our hot spot was needing a little bit of electricity, taking care of that. Wouldn't you know it? Now Rogue up by a score of 1-0. Now you can hear a little bit of life from that Osprey bench. But they've just been pounding on that door here in the second half, and it just seemed like it would be a matter of time. Now there's plenty of unfinished work left to do. About 13 minutes plus stoppage left to go in the match. Boreas being challenged there by Urban. He falls to the turf. Bosaid tries to slip Herrera. Works at middle, but there to break it up is Redondo. Up the field it goes. Isaac Herrera does a good job of playing the ball. He'll chase it down. But they're going toe-to-toe with him, Romero. Good battle there. And Randy Rodriguez looking for a call that he's not going to get. Man down, I believe that's Boreas for the Ospreys. Looked like Johnny McCoy might be getting ready to head back into the match. Albert. Seeming to suggest I'm all right. Could be a little bit of cramping. Mejia headed over to the bench. Table Rock Sports says hello to our 2,000 YouTube subscribers. Want to join the team? Go to our Table Rock Sports page at youtube.com and click on the red subscribe button. Get prompts when games go live and keep up with all the action. Romero feeding it around the horn. Boreas will stay in the match. Mejia there. So it looked like they had a couple of substitutions at the ready, and Coach Millick going to hold back a second. Got 10 minutes left to go in the match. 1-0 Rogue lead. Ball tipped away, a little foot race coming. Rodriguez, he'll end up booting that one out of bounds. Battle for the ball won by Jonathan Hernandez. Ball's going to head long upfield. Over there's Barrios. Those guys have a tough job, the thankless job, but I have to say I disagree with that one. But Mendez there, getting frenetic right now. You can tell they want badly to try to get something on the board to bring it level. Cleared away by the Ospreys. Running in on it right now is Isaac Herrera. But Romero there. Back it goes to the goalkeeper, Makiti. Running up the sideline, we got Mendez over there. Looks like Sebastian Meyer, who will take care of the throw-in. In the 82nd, going into the 83rd minute of the match, Randy Rodriguez being shielded away there by Urban. Meyer looking for a man, running up on it. Little pop-up kick there by Gio Rodriguez. Sub will be coming on here momentarily for the Ospreys. Araguin gets a look, deflected away with the clearance, Albert Barrios. Rodriguez, who scored the goal for the Ospreys, fighting for it. And over the touchline it goes. Zach Olson getting ready to check in for the Ospreys. Cleared by Angel. Now running up on it, Arredondo. But Romero there, near collision. Romero with it. Brandon Mendez. Foul called against the Panthers. One nothing. Our score here. About 6+ minutes left to go. Rodriguez for Mendez. Josue Dolores there. Substitutions continuing to wait to come into the ball game. Now the Ospreys have seen this movie. Goalie, I should say, it'll go. High kick. Redondo there. Olsen can't get there in time. And it's taken by Rodriguez. Rodriguez, up the field it goes. McCoy trying to make a play on it. The whistle sounds. And this game will end up in a draw. One the result. A little discussion between Coach Millick and the lead official. Now shaking hands with the assistant. So with that, the deadlock remains. Both teams picking up a single point. As we end up with a 1-1 draw. Well, we'd like to thank you for joining us this afternoon. May have been a low score, but an exciting, frenetic match. Once again, Osprey's opponent getting the equalizer right at the very tail end of the match. Well, that'll wrap up today's action from Lithia and Driveway Field number 10. On behalf of our executive producer, Joe Brett, and my cameraman, Taylor Franklin, I'm Jim McCoy. Thank you for joining us, and have a great afternoon.